I'm 31 years old, I'm bisexual, and I have no idea what my sexual preferences are. For context, basically, I grew up as an undiagnosed autistic person, and also I had ADHD. I guess that played a part, I don't know. I never ended up in a relationship, not saying that's because of my conditions per se, but it did make it harder for me to socialize with people and form bonds with people, so there's that. And in my 20s, once I was finally an adult, maybe I'll go into detail in another video, but essentially, I was in survival mode. I was trying to get through community college, then I switched to trade school, graduated from trade school, when other setbacks happened, and I figured out I had to, through my 20s, figure out a path for myself to finally gain skills to work a job and be able to support myself. And then I lost that job not even 2 years later in a layoff. Thanks, Trump. Anyway, so after all that, something that is really important to me, one of the most important things, is eventually finding someone to share my life with. I don't even really want kids. I don't think I'd be open to adopting a kid or two or fostering or something like that with a reliable partner down the road. But for now, the first step is being able to find a partner. I keep debating how healthy it really is for a life goal to be finding a partner. Humans are social. They're kind of made to have people in their lives, live with people. So I'm told it's not completely wacky to want to share my life with somebody. It doesn't mean that I have horrible self-esteem or anything, even though I do have self-esteem issues to work on. But you shouldn't obsess over it, obviously. I cut ties with my family, which adds extra context to this because aside from whatever times I hang out with my friends, I'm pretty much on my own right now, which I think really put an emphasis on finding somebody to share my life with. I'm not going to settle for just any person. It has to be someone that there's actually a connection with. I don't have some list of this is what I need, but I'm not like, oh, it's gotta be 6 feet tall and make 100K and all that. No, we just have to have a connection, and they have to be financially supporting themselves, not permanently relying on me for income. And so I talked to my therapist because I talked about feeling super alone and worrying that I will never meet someone because I've never dated at 31 years old. And she told me that she encouraged me to go out and use the dating apps and put myself out there because how else am I gonna find somebody? For me, bars, I'm a hard of hearing person, and most bars are way too loud and overwhelming for my autistic senses to make for good places to meet people. And I'd be a little nervous about interacting with someone who's drunk. Just like the potential realities of that situation. Let me change the camera so you can see my cat. Anyway, but while I decided to still go through the dating apps, even though I was going to wait until I found a job again so that I had the money to pay my share of dating bills. But my therapist encouraged me to start now, and I wanted to be a good therapy receiver and start now. And as I swipe through people, it's weird, but one of the thoughts I have is, what would it be like to have sex with this person? I'm sure it's not that weird. As I'm thinking that, I find that I'm nervous to have sex with most of these people that I'm looking at, and it's left me wondering, am I some kind of asexual? I know I am some level of demisexual, which means I need to have an emotional bond with someone, for me to want them sexually. So there is that understanding I already have. But even beyond that, I don't know. I'm suddenly really self-conscious because it's probably really weird, someone looking like me talking about sex, and I don't know, I'm not attractive, so it's like, anyway, this is my channel, so fuck off if it's really an issue. No, just minimize the screen if you still want to hear me talk about this. But I get nervous because myself am doing my best to lose weight, and I look at people and I'm like, oh my gosh, this person looks big. Would sex with them hurt? I don't know. Maybe I don't mean to be rude, but I'm thinking thoughts like that. Or just generally, I'm wondering, however attractive I find whatever person, I'm like, do I actually want sex with somebody at all? For real? And it's just fucking wild. And it's frustrating that I didn't get to really figure this shit out in my 20s because I was too busy trying to make the whole adulting thing work, and I'm still struggling. It's kind of weird because I'm the last year of a millennial, but the whole Gen Z job crisis just reflects my situation right now. I'm not sure how much better the average millennial is doing, especially ones closer to my age. Hopefully better for their sake. But anyway, the other aspect to this too is once I have met someone that I truly feel connected to, that I have feelings for and all of that good stuff, I'm nervous about it if it hadn't already came up before, facing them and being like, yes, I am 31 years old and I have no idea how to do the whole sex thing, what I like, what I don't like. I've never had to communicate that. And when I talked about this online, someone pointed out the right partner, and if you somehow can relate to any part of this, I think you should hear this too. The right partner is going to be somebody who is able to explore sex with a sense of curiosity and learning and humor. That does line up with the kind of person that I've imagined being with, that I envision myself being with. Somebody who's goofy, maybe golden retriever energy, just lots of hugs and was there for me, and I'm able to do all I can to be there for them and all that good stuff. Fellow foodie, all that stuff. But trying to take care of ourselves, trying to be healthy. I'm just kind of, I think that generally is a good attitude to go about it. Just be like, oh, the right person will not make this into an issue, and if they do, they're not the one for you. They're not the one for this life that you've painted. Like, being at this point in life and not really knowing, not having experienced love, it's not something I envision for myself per se, but I guess I probably struggled to envision myself being in love as a teen, all that stuff. So, but now I have to think about it. It's because I cut contact with my family. I don't want to live the rest of my life alone. There are people who do, and more power to them. I know that's not what I want. Part of what makes life great is finding your own hobbies, finding your own goals in life, but also having someone to share it with. I will admit, especially right now, I struggle to work toward anything that resembles a goal other than getting myself back in shape. I want to keep learning Japanese. I want to write a book. But I don't know, especially right now with the job search, that is more important, and I haven't had time to. I've always struggled to schedule my free time so I do have time to say write and learn Japanese and keep both of those up. At one point, this was a very ADHD friendly system. I had a whole wheel of things that I wanted to do or work on, and I would spin it and I would do whatever it landed on and stop and spin again whenever my phone had a notification. So that's an ADHD friendly tip for you. If other ADHD friendly tips haven't worked, or you're still looking for something to help you get through your hobbies. It just sucks that it's really gotten to me that I've had to wait so long, that I'm at this point in my life and I haven't met my person. It's definitely not too late, but it just, when will it happen? I know they say keep working on yourself and the right person will come in due time, and I need to be better at that because I'm pretty depressed right now because of the whole job search thing. At least that's part of it. And I'm struggling to, he's announcing his presence, I'm struggling to even do basic shit, let alone do extra hobbies and stuff. So I also started a little internship, and it's nothing crazy, but I know Dr. K says, oh, people with ADHD need to do more with their lives to get over the whole struggling to do shit. Do more so you are forced to make it all work, essentially. I'm not doing that message justice, but it kind of feels like my brain to some degree is locked behind I need to wait until I finally get a job. I need to put my energy into finding a job, and then I can go back to dating and trying to make my hobbies work in my schedule and not leaking out time after work, which is part of the reason working from home works so well for me, but it might be something I have to give up for a time, depending where I end up. But I'm branding this channel, and what I do is like a vloggy chit-chat kind of thing, because, I don't know, it's fun for me to make videos like this. I don't know, I hope people enjoy watching these kind of things. Maybe I could think of ways to make videos more engaging, but I think that's all I wanted to say though. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see how long this ends up being after editing. Thank you. YouTube thinks you'll like this video next, whichever side it actually appears on. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, hi!